Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you everything I've gotten done. We're going to get a bunch of chains hooked up, we're going to get a bunch of other stuff made, maybe even make some hammocks. Try and show you the lighting that I've gotten done, and probably a whole lot more. So if you want to see what I've done, make sure you stay tuned. Hello BSC family, and welcome back to my bench. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of chains done. As you can probably see here in this camera, I made this chain here, and we're going to make this hammock as well. Can't really see that in this picture. All right, I'm going to try and make this hammock as well. We're going to start loading up a bunch of the bottom stuff here, making all that stuff. This way, main thing is I want to get the main gun deck loaded with its stuff, because in this kit what they want you to do is pretty much build the entire ship and then try to reach through this hole right here, you know, wherever there's a cannon, and try to put cannons on the other side, you know. So you want to go through there, and you know, like, actually I think they kind of show it right here. Look at that, see? Right there. They want you to try and put cannons in all the way to the other side. Not going to happen. So I'm going to build stuff and put it on deck before we do the upper deck. And I've got a whole bunch of lighting done, so I'm going to move a couple of things here and see if I can get the wiring, or at least show you the wiring in it, and maybe get the lighting turned on. But so yeah, let me pull this top piece off and see if I can hook up the wires. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what we got. I took the deck off. Now I think I showed you guys me making that frame, but we got all the balsa wood pieces stained, so you won't notice them. You know, they're not bright white like a balsa wood is. But if we tilt this up, now I had to change my design a little bit here and there, but as you can see here, hopefully, I need a pointer stick. Yeah, this will do. As you can see, I cut grooves all through here, right? And I misunderstood my LED, flickering LED readings. As you know, wherever the package is, here, the LEDs, will it focus on that? Maybe if I turn this light off for you. There we go. So the LEDs are 2 volt through 2.2 volt, right? That's the forward voltage rating of them, right? So for some reason I had in my head that they were 3 volt, right? And at 3 volt I was going to run a 12 volt system, right? And that would have been 4 lights, right? And I wouldn't have needed a resistor. So what I ended up doing, once I realized that we were only 2 volts, I had to drop down to a 6 volt system and run 3 lights per string instead of 4 lights per string, right? Okay. So on here, what we've got is LED here, 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 one back here, and you can't quite see that one. There's one right back here, and then there's one here, 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 and one back up top again, or up front. All right. So what I did is I strung this one, and this one together, and then these 3 together, and then back here I did this one, and this one together. Okay. So once I got all those done, I took these fabulous, awesome drinking straws. You know those paper ones that you get from, you know, McDonald's and everything else? Yeah, I don't use them either, but I did find a use for them, right? And up here, if you can see, let's see if you can see this here. Okay, so here we go. Right back here, I'm going to focus on that for you. Okay, so right back here, you can see this, what looks like a beam or paper tube. So what I did is I super glued that to the rib, which is below the deck. Okay, and I cut a hole here, cut a hole here. Then I took another piece and I ran it down the side, drilled a hole through the deck, right? Angled these, glued all that together, painted it dark brown, and then I used a honey brown and dry brushed over top. And with the deck on it, you can't even tell they're there. Now there's other reasons why you won't see them, but there is a second one just over here. All right, there's a second one here doing the same thing. I got a hole here, hole there, but I got a hole on this one for this backlight. Painted the wires and stuff brown. Did the same thing, drilled a hole through the deck and put this upright piece. Now, all of those wires come down here, all right? So these back ones coming from the tube, they come down. These are just the loose ends. So they come down, all right? And then I've got another tube right here. I didn't paint the bottom because this whole side is going to be covered anyways, so it doesn't matter. So I put this other tube in, ran it down, put some black heat shrink tube from here to the paper tube, and ran the wires all the way through, and they come out here. And I did the same thing on this side. The wires come down into this tube. There's another tube right here, right? I don't know if you can see that, but there's another tube right here. And heat shrink tube that, and in, and those ones come out here, right? That's these ones, okay? Now you're probably wondering, well, what's the other wires that are sitting in the center? Well, give me a second here and I'll show you. These ones, right? Flip this around like so. Now, hopefully you can see this. I'll try to zoom you in on it again. And I still have to do some painting. And what you're going to see is nothing at the moment, right there. You see that light right in there? There's two of them. Tilt this up a little bit for you there, like that. See that? There's a post there with two lights on it. Now I still got to paint them and I still got to wrap them, right, with that window screen, right? Now, again, you see there's another one back here, and then there's another one up forward here, right? So that makes 6 lights. And what I did is I ran continuous jumper from one to the other, blah, blah, blah. So I've got one light on each post, down, and then one light on each post again, and down. And that makes my 3 LEDs per circuit again, right? So that's where that's at. So I've got lights, 6 lights underneath here as posts with the wires, right? And then I don't know if you can see, probably not. I'll zoom you back in again. And you can just barely see. I need a pointer again. There's a LED right here. You can't see that one. How about this one? There's one here. Right, just underneath this, or above the stick. There's one there. There's one right here. They're just barely sticking down. You can kind of see it back here. No, not that one. This one. It's hard to see. It's hard to get light in there because of all the ribs and everything else. But you can see this one. Where is it? This one? Yeah, there's one right there. Where my finger is. Then of course one on the opposite side. There's one here and one on the opposite side. All right. You can't see those ones because the pipe's in the way. Trying to show you guys. I'm trying. There is another one back here. Right where my fingernail is, right there. You know, one on the opposite side. Those are all frosted and ready to go. Now, so that's where that's at. Go with that. There we go. All right. So, now if we take a look at the PDF here. Okay, so if you take a look at the PDF, you can see it. We've got 6 cannons here. We've got some chain, and that chain runs way back inside. So again, with this being done, you know, like the deck is all on and everything, and how are you supposed to drill holes in the wood way back there, you know, to hook up that chain? Now there's another chain right here. There's a thing, I think a rope in here. There's a hammock, see W4? That's a hammock that goes way back inside. So it starts in the middle and goes towards the opposite side. And again, there's another hammock here that comes from the front side and goes towards the middle. You know, there's little hooks and stuff that have to be made for these little pails, the water buckets. You know, that all has to be made and put in. These cannonballs, there's little U10. There is four cannonballs, I think it is, glued together and stacked beside each cannon, which means you have to put them in beside the cannons, which are on the opposite side of the deck, way back there somewhere, right? So that's the stuff I'm going to do. Mostly install before I do the upper deck. And I'm probably going to leave out these cannons temporarily, because those ones will be easy enough to put in. This way, you know, they're just not in the way, blah, blah, blah. I'll probably put all this stuff down here in, all those barrels and stowage and all that stuff there. And like I said, there's the hammocks. We're going to make them, or try to make them. We've got the chains made already. There's the rope bin, so I have to make all of that. This stuff goes up in the upper deck. I may make some of that while I'm at it. Here's the barrels and the packages and the pails and stuff like that. That needs to get made. That's all here. Right, so, but yeah, as you see, the ship is pretty much done at this point when they want you to do all this stuff. Right, so we're going to try and get it all done beforehand and get it all in there so that we're not fighting with it. But of course, to do all of that, I need to know where my deck is. There's one of these things here, I think it's Q20, and one of these Q23s, I think, that go in there. So I need to know where those sit so I'm not putting a chain in the way, you know, of that. So yeah, so anyways, that's what I'm about to do. Now I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've got, and I'll bring up the chain. So we're going to go back to the camera here. Okay, so down here we've got this wood piece. This is part of the rope basket, and I've already pre-cut one of the strip that goes around the edge. Right, so I'll have to soak that in water or heat it up or something so that I can shape this to go around. So that's one thing. Then I've already made these chains. I showed you up there on the PDF, and I've already put on the hooks. Let's see here, I'm trying to get things to sit still. So here you can see that I've got an eye hook there and an eye hook here. That's where they want it. I got a brass ring and a piece of brass photo etch, right? And I had to bend that piece of photo etch. Not a big deal, right? Now both chains are exactly the same way, and those are what's going to get put in. So I've already drilled one hole right up here that you cannot see. I've already drilled one hole right here. That'll be for one of the chains, right? I'm going to drill one back here because they don't show exactly where it goes. So I'm just going to pick a spot and put it there. I've already checked where the Q23 and all that goes. That'd be these spots right here. There's a set of pin rails that go here, but these two posts come down to the bottom deck, and there's a post here that comes down to the deck. So I know where those are. I know where everything else is. I know where the cannons all go. Got that all figured out. And I'm going to drill the holes for the other chain, which I've already got marked out. So once I get that stuff done, I will come back. I will show you. So make sure you stay tuned. And please, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Hit the like button. Share the videos. Check out my links down below. I have my PayPal me, I have my join button, I have the merch store that you can go check out, I have my Facebook group and my Instagram you can go check out. Not to mention a big thanks to OcCre for sending me this kit along with the workstation and all the paints and everything needed to do this. It's an awesome opportunity to work with them. I have a link for them down below, so go check out what they have. They have that brand new, beautiful HMS Victory. Man, I would love to get a hold of that, but I'm still working on this one. So maybe you can get it, and it's a limited edition too. I think there's only 999 of them. So go check them out. And yeah, link for them down in the description, and a big thanks to them. I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, everybody. So, here, let me quickly show you what everything I've gotten done. Now, I've made the hammocks, the chains, the rope in a pan or pail or whatever. Made some cannonball piles, and I've got the cannons on the back side all done up. All right. So, as you can see, maybe down in here, where are we? Right here, we got a little hammock. Now that wasn't the easiest thing to put in there, but we got it done. All right, and got the hammock up here. All right, okay, and we got these chains on, right? And they're just tied in at the top over here. And we got this chain here, and it just goes from across side to side. We've got this pan here with the rope in it. All right. You see that one down there, like so. Now, on the other side, let me spin this around for you. We've got all the cannons put in. All right. So you can see there's one cannon here, one here, one here, and one here, and one here. Now, I don't know if you can see them in there. Let's see if I can move around and zoom in a little bit for you. Point you down. Can you see the piles of cannonballs? Right there. There's another one just over here. But they all have them. All right. Another one over here. One back here. So, got all those made up, and yeah. Now, that's where I'm going to leave you with this video. All right. And in the next video, what I'm going to do is we're going to start building up these boards here. All right. Like that. And you're going to come up to a certain point here where I can drill a hole through to get all of these wires to come out. I haven't decided if I'm going to use a straw or not, but you'll find that out in the next video. But yes, so I want to close in this side. I'll probably do up these little ones up here as well, and maybe get to doing the other side. I'm waiting for wood strips to come in because I'm going to replace the ones that are supposed to go here, which are these ones, right? These are supposed to go like this. That's probably the wrong one. Yeah, this would be the one here. And so, as you can see, the cannons are all centered up in the holes. But I don't want to use this flat because this is going to be exposed, all right? And I don't want to use them. So, I've got more planks coming in, hopefully sometime next week. And yeah, wherever these things are going to be, because you're supposed to board up to it. And then there's another one on this side over here. All right. So wherever these are supposed to be is going to actually be wood strips. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So you'll see at least some of that in the next video. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell notification, make sure that all notifications are turned on. Again, thanks to OcCre for sending me this kit along with the workstation. Go check them out. Link for them is down in the description. Make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments down below. And no matter what you're building, just keep picking away at it. You'll get it done. And no matter what anybody says, do it your way, because it's going to be on your shelf. So until next time, later.